Namaskar. You know, Paramapurusha loves everyone. There is no one that he does not love. Even the worst of people, he cares for them deeply. He loves them. They are all his children. Both those who are virtuous and those who do evil and ill acts are his children. All of the universe, all the living beings, are the children of that divine progenitor. That one is the source of all beings, the self of every being. When, due to the clouds in the mind, people turn away from their divine source, they become mired in the world. Possessed with the ideas of power, grandeur, money, control, dominion, possessed with these ideas of greatness, and with the shadow of fear of their small, vulnerable nature. People do heinous acts, crimes against the humanity, all for power and money. But even those people who act in such ways are the children of that divine Father, that divine Mother. They are the children of the divine. And they, sooner or later, will have to realize that the path they have taken falls short, though it may give them temporary benefits, temporary glories, monies, power, prestige. They will someday find all of these things are so fleeting, and that they are left with really nothing but that which they have rejected all along, their relationship to the divine. But they are the children of that one still, though they are lost in the world, reacting to experience, attempting to make their small body mind immortal, attempting to outrun fear. They do heinous acts. But even those lost children will someday come back. They will return to the arms of their loving Father, to the arms of their loving Mother. They will come back and they will regret and they will change. For in the companionship of that divine presence, there is the inspiration for goodness, for loving kindness, for compassion. Wherever you place your mind, whatever type of friends you secure for yourself, whatever you focus on, you go towards. You begin to emulate. Therefore, naturally, you want your children to have good friends who will not guide them to bad actions. But the same is true for you. You want to keep the company of those who value the divine, value the unity of all life and all beings, and who hold all beings sacred. Why? Because keeping that company, you begin to adopt those values, those qualities and characteristics yourself. And even more so when you keep the company of Parama Purusha, when you keep the company of the divine entity, you begin to perceive those qualities and characteristics which are surround that one, those divine qualities and characteristics, and you are inspired by that company to emulate those characteristics in yourself. So keeping the sangha of like-minded people and keeping the companionship of the divine brings you to a state of inspiration to acquire the qualities and characteristics most closely associated with that divine presence. And so love, compassion for your fellow beings, care for all living beings, sensitivity, refinement of thought and action begin to play. A sense of ethics, authenticity, justice begin to become incorporated into your being. Honesty, you begin to find that you are walking in the footsteps of your most divine beloved, emulating the compassionate care for the welfare of others. You are in this way connected to your divine progenitor, your source of being. And most importantly, when you become connected to that divine progenitor, that source of your being, you begin to feel the infinite love, which is his or her essential nature. It begins to permeate you. Your body, your mind become infused with that love. The depth of it melts away any harshness in your mind. You become like a small child, innocent, spontaneous, filled with innocent love for all beings. And if someone has hurt you deeply, the tendency is to contract from that hurt, to harbor anger, resentment, sorrow, broodiness. Only when you place that hurt at the feet of the sublime entity, giving it to that one, do you realize you don't need to hold on to it. That the love which flows from the grace of the infinite is the only influence in your life you need to truly hold on to. The pains and pressures and difficulties of this world come, affect you, and pass. They are bound in time. When they hurt your heart and you cry, you fear, you become anxious, you become sorrowful, you become angry, what to do? Set it all at the feet of that Divine One. Oh Lord, I cannot solve this problem, so I give it to you. It is yours. Whatever is your will, so be it. I will just hold on to you. Hold on to the sweet love and grace that flows from you. For you are my shelter in the storm. You are my safe harbor. You are the love of my life, the self of myself, the one immortal being. And I am your servant, your devotee, your child. When you feel this sentiment towards Paramapurusha, then surely His grace will descend upon you. You will feel that you are bathed in the arms of that beloved. He's just holding you, caring for you, loving you. You are showered in that love, that grace. When you hold to this love, to this grace, then your mundane life, your ordinary life, becomes a sublime life. Because wherever you turn, whatever you do, you notice your divine beloved is there, showering grace upon you, caring for you, caring for your smallest need. When you are thus in the care of the beloved, the separations begin to dissolve. And when you let go, really let go, surrendering it all unto that one, you are left like a small child, a small innocent child, under the care of your most beloved. Your mind grows simple, your heart pure, your love pristine. And you walk the path of Dharma towards the eternal source of all beings. Surely this grace, this love of your divine progenitor, your eternal source, is always with you. For you are his children, you are his child. And he will never leave you. Though you wander away and your thoughts get absorbed in various activities, he never leaves you, she never leaves you. That one is eternal source, always there, always witnessing all that you are, all that you do, all that you think, all that you believe. And when the situation in your life comes to a point, perhaps through crisis, perhaps through difficulty and sorrow, perhaps through achieving your goals and finding out they weren't really so important after all. When you come to the point in your life where all of that external effort doesn't satisfy you, and you turn instead to the pure light, to the pure love of the divine being, then you follow the path home to your eternal source. And the small child is united with the divine source of being. So follow this source. Yes? And surely you will find the home of your home.